Good morning. Yep, it's still morning, technically for 7 more minutes. So I know it's been a little while. It's been a week since I've gone live. Last week, unfortunately, with Coloring with Jeff, I just kind of went into a little hibernation. Not because of Coloring with Jeff, but just because, unfortunately, my dog passed away, and it was really, it hurt. It just hurt. So, but I will be back this week. I have some more information. I'm going to talk to you guys soon about that. However, this video that I'm doing is actually kind of important. There's a lot of people who ask me, Jeff, why merchandising? Why is merchandising so important? And why do I post a lot about it? Well, there's an easy answer. Money. When you That's the easiest answer. In all honesty, I mean, it has a lot to do with money. It really does. Because when you're a brand new business company, like in my case, studio, you need to get funds. I don't have access, unfortunately, to millions of dollars. Boy, do I wish I could. I don't have the access to millions of dollars, at any given time. So the only thing that I can really do is really offer you guys some really cool merchandise. And this is really the reason why I kind of push it a lot. My Facebook page, my Instagram for the studio, it's all become about merchandising and art tunes, which are what I call prints for the studio, the original hand colorings, pins, all that kind of stuff. That's the reason why I do it so much, because I'm trying to raise funds so I can make sure that I can get all of my guys taken care of and paid up. Because again, everything's coming out of, right out of my pocket. So even what I make merchandise wise, which believe me is not a ton, but even the money that I make from there goes right towards my guys. Now, where does that money go? Well, there's a few places that money goes. But the number one, like I said, it really goes towards my cartoonist and the artist who I am working with to try to get things on the roll for the studio so we can start making some really great animation and films. The biggest one right now that I'm trying to do is, and I think I'm going to start, I might even do a Kickstarter about this or of some sort. My phone. Uh, sorry. But I might do some kind of a crowdfunder, not Kickstarter, but some kind of a crowdfunder. What I'm trying to really save up for right now is I have a cartoonist who's actually doing model sheets for me. So it's a little on the pricier side, so I need 6 model sheets. Doesn't sound like a lot, right? Well, it's $1,500 for all 6 characters. So it's a lot of money. It's not money I just have, just laying about, you know? So I'm doing everything I can. So, but I have some new T-shirts. I've got some new artwork. I've got the Spooky Tunes coming out. I'm going full on Spooky Tunes coming September 1st. I know it's a month early, but that's usually when I start rolling out the Spooky Tunes anyway, which are like my little Halloween guys, for the studio. So that's why merchandising is very important. It definitely, of course, is all about the money, but not only just that. Now, sit and think about this for a second. You're sitting down, maybe you're at a convention, or you're just sitting on a bench in a park, and you see someone walking by and they have a big Stanley Squirrel T-shirt on, or Jeff Balke Studios logo T-shirt. Oh my God, how cool is that? I mean, it just gave me chills just thinking about it. Now, we've had that happen a couple times in the past, where we were sitting at a convention, and some fans and friends walked up to us, and they were wearing our shirts, which I didn't even know that they bought. Oh my, that was so cool. So again, I still got the chills. Literally the hair on my arms are standing up because it was so cool to see, and it was the whole family. It just wasn't the mom or the dad or the kids. It was everybody. So it's just a great feeling to know that people are buying your merchandise and they like it enough to buy your merchandise. So that is really cool. That's a really good. Sorry. Finally, going into adulthood. That's why I cracked. Um, it's just a really good feeling. So, but that's why I post a lot about merchandise. So speaking of merchandise, let me go ahead and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it in a comment. all right, where you can go and find some of our official merchandise like t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, different kind of phone cases, and all that stuff, all the merchandise stuff. I'm going to put a link right here right now. So give me just 1 second. Oops. Boom, there you go. So right there is actually shopbulkystudios.com. That is actually where you can go right now, and you can go and search and go and get some of our shirts. Now we have it for women, for kids, for men, of course, which are basically all unisex for men, like the t-shirts. We go up to size 5X. We go down to size extra small for some pieces. And, we have kids and we have toddlers, so there's a whole bunch of different kinds of merchandise you guys can get from us, which is, I hope you guys would do. Uh, we have water bottles, we have masks, we got a whole bunch of an array of different merchandise you guys can choose from, and colors and sizes in everything. So go and check that out. But I just lost my train of thought. Wow. That kind of stinks. That became a senior moment for me right now at 42. I just had a senior moment. Isn't that just dandy? Well, anyway, but that's one of the main. Those are the two main reasons why I'm actually trying to push so much merchandise, is because I do need to get some funds for the studio, and I really do need to get these guys paid up, or I should say, get money so I can pay these guys to actually do the work. So. Go and check out shopbulkystudios.com, and also I'm going to put up one more link. Now, bulkystudiosart.com is like all the art stuff, so it's all the different cartoons, the prints, and the original hand colorings, the little, which I don't have any on, the little pins, which I'll show you here. The little acrylic pins, that we have. Yeah, these guys are so cute. They're actually acrylic, very lightweight, rubber backing, all that stuff. So it's really, they're really kind of cool to have. They're really safe for kids. They're safe for kids of all ages. So and actually that was proven this weekend. We had the Milwaukee Makers Market yesterday, just a one-day event, and some kids were tinkering around with the pins that I had, because I have them just on like a little board. And they were kind of tinkering around going, wow, this is not sharp. And one of them actually said, this is not sharp. It's very lightweight, and I took it off. I gave it to the kid, and, he was kind of like tossing it up in the air. I mean, it was a little kid. And yeah, they sold one, so that was kind of cool. And the parent, the mom actually said, thank you very much, for not making a sharp object, because pins sometimes have a tendency to have sharp edges, when they're like the collectible type of pins, like the metal ones or gold ones or something. But anyway, going back to the merchandise. So one more thing I want to tell you guys about the merchandise, which I think is really, really neat. I go through a site called Spring, or they used to be called Teespring. And I've been with them for quite some time trying to sell stuff. I don't sell as much as I want to. I probably, within 2 years, actually, I've probably sold about 2 items in 2 years, which really kind of stinks, because more I sell, the more they allow me to, the more they open up. It's like opening up a level, in a video game. You can do more stuff like, oh, I'm on this level now. Yeah. But I can sell tennis shoes and backpacks and different kind of hats and, that kind of stuff, and even start making some plushies. Now, I don't know how much I have to sell in order to get there, but I do know that they offer them. So I may have to make like, $10,000 or more, a month in order to actually hit that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of rolling off with numbers here. But what I wanted to say about the t-shirts and like all the the garments, the apparel, what I really want to say about that is that on t-shirts, and you probably notice this when you go to certain stores, some of the t-shirts is just kind of like a silk screening on the shirt. So you can touch it, it's kind of sticky sometimes, or it starts cracking, maybe after a wash or two. And that's kind of a pain in the butt. And you can start peeling off, the image that's on the shirt. It's kind of a pain, a little bit. So that's silk screening. So that's basically just putting like an iron on, right directly on the shirt itself. There's also something else called DTG, direct to garment. And this is almost like literally you're printing the t-shirt right off of your printer, right off like an inkjet printer. So it actually sits and settles right in the garment itself, so right in the t-shirt. This actually helps to make sure that there is no cracking, or fading will probably happen sometimes depending how you wash and depending on what you wash with. But it's not gonna, it won't crack, it won't peel off or anything like that. And it's also said to last for a very, very long time. Definitely more longer than the shirt that you might have it. So you might have the shirt for a year. Even after that, it's still going to continue to show the picture because it's directly on the garment. So that's what all of our t-shirts and our hoodies and all the apparel is with spring in our store, shopbulkystudios.com. So kind of excited about that. That's a really neat process. That's really cool. That's really good. That's just a higher standard of t-shirt. And that's kind of what I look for. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys, some hell of it, some great deals. And I have searched high and low. I have looked at so many different sites. I looked at so many different merchandising campaign things, and Teespring seems to be the best one for me, and mainly for you guys. It's a little bit easier to kind of find stuff. Again, once I start selling more stuff, they kind of allow me to do a little bit more. Of course, when I'm making them more money, yeah, of course. But the selling fee for me, whenever I sell something, is a little bit lower than some other people. There's even a site that puts the money that I'd make into a wallet, and that's the only time I can get the money. Yeah, that one seems, and that's a very popular site. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's a very popular site. But that's why I chose Teespring, because Teespring, for me anyway, just seems to be better. They have a great selection of sizes. I've never seen anyone else go up to a size 5X in the comfort tee, in the unisex comfort tee. So that's a good thing. Because I'm a big guy, so I need bigger shirts. So I want to make sure, even if I wasn't a big guy, I want to make sure that I'm hitting everybody along the spectrum, from extra small up to 5X. I want to make sure that everybody is able to buy something. We have long shirts, which is kind of nice. We have some different model shirts, for women and of course for kids. So that's why I chose Teespring, and that's why I actually chose to do. I'm pushing the merchandise kind of a little bit, because one, a lot of people don't even know that I have merchandise. They know about the prints, or what I call artoons, and the original hand colorings. They know about that, but they don't. People just don't know about the actual merchandise itself. So I do. So that's the reason why I do push a lot, is because I am trying to make money for the studio, doing everything I possibly can, including conventions. So I have a couple of more shows that I'll be going to. 2 conventions this weekend, very small, one-day shows, back to back. One on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then next month I go back to the Milwaukee Makers Market, off in October as of now, and then November, December I have one Milwaukee Makers Market each month, and then that closes out my year. So, yeah. But if you guys ever have any questions about anything, I'm kind of just scanning over comments here. Nope, nothing there. If you guys ever have any kind of questions, like, well, Jeff, I saw this piece, what is it, so on and so forth. Information is actually up on the pieces themselves. But if you still have questions you want to ask me directly, please. That's completely fine. I'm going to put one more link here, and this is to my website. So that's just, and it's easy peasy. JeffBulkyStudios.com. That's it. So you can just ask me directly any questions you guys might have, and I'm more than happy to answer any kind of questions. Plus, you can always get me on Facebook or Instagram. You can always direct message me or Facebook me or whatever. Yeah. So, all right. So that's the whole thing with merchandising. I really hope that this was kind of a little bit more informal. I'm not begging for money or anything like that. Eventually, I will be doing that, because like I said, I'm probably going to have to start some kind of a crowdfunder of some sort, because I got to get these model sheets underway so I can start doing a lot more stuff with the characters, and we can start working on some animation, and we can also start working on some more comic books down the road. So please, guys, share as much as you want. You can share this video, you can share any of the posts that I've been posting. I'm still going to continue to be posting some Artoons, which mean, and also one more thing, starting probably today, daily or maybe every other day, I'm going to be posting what I call like I said, the Artoons, but I'm going to be posting them on social media. So both on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to be hosting and having some little deals maybe here and there when I host those. So all you guys have to do really is when you see those, just hit like. If you want one, let me know right away, because I may only have one or two available just for that post. Sometimes I'll even offer free shipping. So that's why when I post those, I always urge you guys to comment quickly if you want one or two, and definitely let me know. So, all right, that's about all I got, guys, for right now. But I just want to say I thank you guys very much for being understanding, for not being live last week during, for Coloring with Jeff. I am going to be going live this week for Coloring with Jeff, and I'm going to make up from last week. So again, I do apologize for that. I just wasn't in the right mindset with the death in the family. So yeah, it's been kind of a hard week. It's 1 week as of today that she's been gone. So it's difficult. But I got a new piece that I'll be coloring up, and I'm probably going to have to do it a little bit earlier than I normally do, because you can see where my table is, back here. There we go, right there. You can see where my table is right there. Unfortunately, I don't have any lights in that area. So only really do I have the hard light, the natural light. And the natural light, of course, only comes, it pretty much stops here like around 6:30. So I may have to go a little bit earlier. I'll let you guys know a little bit later on today, kind of when I'll be going live. As far as I know, as of right now, it'll still be Tuesday. Absolutely, it'll still be tomorrow. Um, I'll be posting more information about that in just a little bit. So thank you. Yep. Thank you, Keith. Absolutely. Oh yes. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys very much. And again, go to shopbulkystudios.com for our official merchandise, which you can find. I'm putting up a whole bunch of spooky tunes. Like I said, September 1st, I'm going to try to make sure everything is just bombarded with spooky tunes, since it is the season. And go to bulkystudiosart.com. That's where I have all the artwork and hand colorings, and even like the little pins. So just turning the artwork into pins. So go and check that out, guys. Please order up, stock up. And I look forward to seeing you guys, hopefully wearing t-shirts and everything, when I see you guys at some shows, which I will also be talking about coming up in the near future. So thanks, guys. Take care, and you guys rock.